Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are starting to talk about subtraction strategies. So we spent the last couple of weeks working on addition strategies that hopefully we can use in our head so that way we can add our numbers faster. So we're going to start working on subtraction. And I have 14 red counters here. And I would like to know different numbers that we take away from 14, that we can take away from 14, and what their answer would be. So what I mean by different numbers that we can take away from 14, could I take 20 away? Let's see. I'm going to count my twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only have 14 counters. I didn't count through the number 20, so I can't take 20 away because I don't have that many. So when I say what numbers can we take away from 14, is what do I have enough to take away from? So if I take 14 minus 4, for example, what is my answer if I do 14 minus 4? 10, right? My answer would be 10. What if I did 14 minus 6? 14 minus 6 is 8. Okay, so let's put these back up here. What if I did 14 minus 0? 14 minus 0 is 14. What if I did 14 minus 3? 14 minus 3 is 11. What if I did 14 minus 10? 14 minus 10 is 4. So there's all different numbers that we can take away from 14, and we get the what is left, right? So you should have a copy of these counters that you could use to help you solve the problems like I just showed you. Let's switch over to our math lesson for today. So we're looking at Chen has 14 stamps. He uses 6 of them to mail letters. How many stamps does Chen have left? Remember that we want to make sure that we understand all the words in the question. We want to know what numbers we're given, and then we want to be able to know if we're adding or subtracting. Okay? So I'm going to read it one more time. Chen has 14 stamps. He uses 6 of them to mail letters. How many stamps does Chen have left? So we have 14 stamps, and we have 6, okay? An important word is he uses and have left, okay? If you use something, that means that it goes away, okay? When we were adding, we were putting together, so words like got more, have in all, have all together, all mean that we're adding, but have left. He uses, he lost. Those words mean that we're taking away from. So what I want you to do on your whiteboard real quick is try to solve this problem. Chen has 14 stamps. He uses 6 of them to mail letters. How many stamps does Chen have left? What do you think? Go ahead, pause the video, take a second to solve it on your whiteboard, and then come back to see if you were right. Excuse me. All right. Here is one way that maybe you solved your problem, is by drawing a picture. Okay? I don't draw very straight or well with a pencil, but I really don't draw that straight or well with a mouse. Alright, so I want 14 squares. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Whoops, 14. Stop there. Okay, if I hit the eraser, it's going to erase it. Oh, I could write it out though. Okay. Sorry guys. I drew my squares closer together. Alright. So I took care of my extras. So I have 14 squares. He uses 6. So I am going to draw X's to represent the stamps that he uses. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now how many stamps does he have left is going to be these open boxes that don't have an X through them, right? So let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 stamps left. So I'm going to write my problem. 14 minus 6 equals 8. And we always label our answer, and we are talking about stamps. Goodness gracious. All right. So this is one way that you could do this. Another way that you could do this is to count on to find out the answer. And I don't think that I can't show the camera so I can show you my fingers. But you're going to start counting with 6 because that's how many he used. And we're going to count up to 14 and see how many numbers that is. So if I start counting with 6, and then I say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I counted up to 14. Now I need to count how many numbers I counted up. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted up 8. So my answer is 8 stamps. And I'm making a note right now to go over this method with you tomorrow during our group meeting, so that way you can see and you can ask any questions that you have during our meeting as well. So looking ahead, you can subtract numbers in different ways. Making a 10 is one way to subtract from teen numbers. So if you think about 14 minus 5, you can break apart the 5 to show how to subtract from 14 to make 10. We talked about how to add, or how to make 10 to add. And we had to break apart this number when we were making 10. This is the same concept. We're just going backwards with it since we are subtracting. So the first question says, what do you need to subtract from 14 to make 10? Here is our 10 frame, and it has 10 circles. And then there's 4 more circles over here in a 10 frame. So altogether we have 14 red circles. What do we need to subtract from 14 to make 10? When you have them in 10 frames, it makes it really easy because when I have this full, I have a 10. So whatever is over here is what I have to subtract in order. So I just need to subtract all of these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So we need to subtract 4 to make 10. How much more do you need to subtract? So our problem was not 14 minus 4. Our problem is 14 minus 5. I subtracted 4 already, so how many more do I need to subtract? What do you think first before I tell you the answer? Did you say 1? If you said 1, you were right. Because my problem is 14 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have subtracted 5. But at first, to make a 10, I only subtracted these 4. So to make 5, I had to subtract 1 more. Okay. So this is your problem for today that you're turning in. I want to know, why is subtracting 4 and then subtracting 1 the same as subtracting 5? I want you to take a second, think about it, and then in your own words, explain how you make sense of the fact that subtracting 4 and then 1 more is the same as subtracting 5. The answer to this exit ticket is what you're turning in on Google Classroom today. And again, we'll talk about this at our morning meeting tomorrow as well. Happy mathing, friends!